Hey, what's up, music world? This is August C. Jones here with another Play Ones, where I'm talking about how this saga between T.I and 50 is seeming like it's going to just continue until something happens. Now, just to get into it, for those who are unaware, you got T.I and 50 going at each other, all revolving around the verses that they, I guess, agreed that they were going to do, and then 50 started acting different toward it, and then the memes came out on 50's side, and then T.I just like, yo, I'm going to jump in the booth and I'm going to rap. And it just kind of like escalated from there. Now, it's like when I look at this whole situation, this is kind of like the thing that hip-hop needs right now. And I'm not talking about like 100% of it, because I feel like if people gonna jump in the booth and rap, they're gonna rap. I'm not agreeing with what 50 Cent is doing with the memes and the posts and everything else, but as far as what T.I is doing, definitely. Now, I'm not saying that like hip-hop has to be predicated on beef and diss records and stuff, but at the same time, it brings it alive. It gets people like looking forward to music. And so it's like when I'm looking at the whole thing, there are some aspects of it that I agree with and certain things that I don't. One of the things that I don't agree with is 50 Cent bringing Tiny into this. Now, I get 50 Cent is a troll and everything else, but Tiny has nothing to do with it. You're going to post an unflattering picture of Tiny to basically, you know, kind of get at T.I, and it's like, what was the point of that? This is between you and this man. Why are you bringing a family member into it? It just doesn't make any sense. It's looking kind of crooked. Okay. And I didn't agree with that, because when you think about it, that's kind of the same thing that like Drake does. You know, it's like if you gotta hide behind a female when you're doing this, it's just like, you know, whatever. I could see if Tiny said something, but I don't think Tiny said anything, and he just brought it in. So I don't blame 50 Cent and his sons for getting at 50 when it comes to that, because of course his sons are going to be like, well, T.I, you know, don't talk about my wife, you know, this and that. And it's awesome to see that he's holding his wife down, no matter what people might think about Tiny or, you know, just whatever. He's holding his wife down. That's his wife. He's holding her down, and then their sons are holding their mom down. So it's one thing that T.I did come out in the interview and said that, like, one thing that he liked about it is that the females and the people in his family are going to see that, like, they have men that are going to come to bat for them, that are going to come to their defense and like go to arms for them. And he loves that aspect, and I honestly love that aspect as well. I truly do. I feel like that was one of the big major things that came out of this whole like beef and whatnot. And when it comes to like King talking about 50 Cent dead mama, my mom is no longer here. My mom passed in 2002. And so I don't get into a spat with other people talking about their mom, unless they were to bring up or talk about my mom. Then it's like, yo, we're gonna go head to head. Fuck your mom. You know, it's gonna be something like that. But I'm not about to initiate it. I don't even talk about other people's daddies. You know, I don't be on that type of stuff, because I know what it's like to lose a parent. And so, you know, unless you disrespect me, I'm not gonna disrespect you. You know, or, you know, unless you disrespect me, I'm gonna keep it cool. And so for him to be like, you know, your mom dead as hell, dig that bitch up, and all this stuff, I don't blame him for doing that, because like I said, 50 Cent stepped out of line with calling out Tiny, and so it's like, that's my mom, I'm gonna defend her. And him having the like t-shirt with his mom on that, like I ain't gonna say that like I totally support it, but I totally get why he did it, because I can't say that if I was in his position that I wouldn't do that same shit. Like, you talk about my mom, and your mom ain't even here. Your mom dead. You know, it's one of them things where it's like, yeah, it's a cold-hearted thing, but at the same time, you got to think of, this is a response. This isn't King just coming out talking about 50 Cent mom. That's a totally different thing. But jumping from off of that, jumping to the disc records, 50 Cent he's not going to rap. Like, to expect 50 Cent to jump in the booth and come out with another Back Down like he did with Murder Inc. and all of those diss records that he did, 50 Cent is not going to do that. He's a mean person. He's all about the movie industry now. He will do a verse here and there, but he's not gonna, I don't think we're gonna get another 50 Cent album. We're not gonna get like 17 different tracks of 50 this year or anything like that. We're not gonna do that. So I felt like it was kind of like pointless for T.I. to, you know, like diss him on wax, because you're not gonna get a response at all from this man. But at the same time, there is a purpose to it. It's like, you're out of this, he made 50 Cent look bad. Like, yo, we're rappers. Let's rap. And that's what a lot of people want. We want you to just rap. And I mean, and that's for any like rapper in the game. We don't want to see the memes, we don't want to see the posts, we don't want to see that. You a rapper, and you can still rap. And so throughout this whole thing, just because T.I. having a strong family front and like having like good diss records, he made 50 Cent look bad. Like, 50 Cent lost this. And of course, this isn't going to like affect 50 Cent in the sense of like, oh, like people won't stop fucking with him. I feel like a small percentage of people might stop fucking with 50. But like T.I. bringing up good, you know, points in that he's targeting when it comes to 50 and hiding behind women and all that stuff, and it's just certain things that he said in the record that wasn't private. It was already known to the public. It's just, it takes that person to bring it out to make it one of those things where it could be a big thing. It's kind of very similar to Kendrick versus Drake, where a lot of what Kendrick was saying, people have already been saying about Drake. It's just Kendrick saying it made people just want to talk about it. It made it such a bigger thing than what it was. So now things that was like a small conversation and just kind of left, now is a big conversation that's going on for like more than a year or more than like several months or whatnot. And so that's really what T.I. has did, and that's what he was targeting, which I fully understand. Like, you have to have some type of target about that person, a weakness. And that was one of the things that he went at. And like, when people look at it, it's like, yo, he's not lying. He's not like fictitiously putting out information that isn't absolutely true. Now, so a lot of things are like allegations. They're not, you know, proven to be where, you know, just whatever. But at the same time, it's like you can look at a person's actions and be like, there could be some truth to this. And so now we're getting to the point where we thinking that it's over. 50 Cent went quiet, but now he's talking about doing a documentary about Tiny and T.I. and their like 20 allegations, the 20 sexual allegations that they have on them. And it's like, so you're not gonna get in the booth and rap, but you will put out a documentary. And then now we hear T.I. is, I don't know like if he's really doing it, but I hear that he's gonna come out with a documentary surviving 50 Cent. And it's like, so this is where we're at now, where in rap, we're not just rapping, we're literally just putting out documentaries on each other. We're putting out hit pieces on each other. It's like, when are we going to get back to the roots of rap and just rap? And it's like one of those things where it's like, when is this going to like fall out of favor with 50? When are people going to be like, yo, is this all you're going to do is make documentaries about people? Like, you're a rapper and you're making documentaries about the people that you don't like. And like, I feel like sooner or later it's going to lose its luster. People are going to look at it and be like, yeah, 50, he coming out with another documentary. It's going to be a joke. It's like, I feel like it's already a joke now, but it's like, oh yeah, you're coming out with that. But I think it's going to lose its luster like real quick. And 50 Cent, like, when you don't have the documentaries to really get enough attention and fall back on, what else are you going to fall back on? Are you going back to rapping, or are you going to do something else? Are you going to go into fashion, where you're going to like make like have articles of clothing made after the people that you don't like? And it's one of those things where I don't know how long this is going to go on for, but It is entertaining. I'm not even gonna lie, saying that like, oh, it's just whatever, but it's like we're going from hip hop to making movies and shit. It's like, I don't know, man. It's just one of those things. It's like, it's entertaining, but I really want it, as well as a lot of people like myself, want 50 Cent to just rap. Like, just come in the booth and rap. He put out the record recently, where's the theme song to Power Origins, where he made like a little line, and it's like, that's really what 50 Cent is gonna do. He's not gonna put out this record, he's gonna make a verse and he's gonna throw a line or two, and that's it. And it's like, it's kind of clever to put it a part of the Power theme song, so when people like watch this show, they're gonna constantly hear that line, you know, this and that. So I felt like that was clever, but it's just the one-liners that's really on brand with 50. That we're not gonna get anything more. It's not gonna be anything better than what we're getting. T.I just came out with a more recent track, and I actually like it. It wasn't as like direct as the other ones, but you know that he's talking about 50 in it, and I feel like T.I, he's gonna keep rapping. He's gonna keep rapping. He's gonna keep at it. And it's that's really what it is. And just real quick to kind of end this off, I don't want to make this video too long, but speaking on King and Damani, his son's diss records, I like Damani's diss record better than King. King, he's more of the now rapper, you know, got the auto-tune, kind of sing, rapping and stuff, and it was like, it's cool, but I liked Damani's, you know, his way better, and I'm not alone. You know, he surgically got into it. He was a meet the gram type. It's like, yo, let's get to the bottom of why you're a piece of shit. Let's get to the bottom of why you like to talk about women and not like, you know, this, you know. So it's just, I like that, and I feel like I would love to hear more with Damani and him dissing 50. I don't know if it was just a one and done, because like, honestly, he don't need to say any more unless he feels like it. But I like that. I really do. So when it comes to the rapping tip, we know that 50 ain't on point with that as T.I is, because T.I, he's gonna keep like throwing them out, you know, and I'm gonna keep enjoying them. But I don't know, I guess we're gonna see where this goes, but I feel like let's cut the documentary shit out and let's just rap, man. Let's just rap. 50, you ain't got shit else to do with just rap. But maybe it's just all them brand deals that he got and all the like other deals that he got that kind of got him like not wanting to do that, because he doesn't want to damage his brand, because it's a lot of money riding on that, and which I understand, completely understand, and I get. But I feel like either you just need to kind of just like drop it, or you might end up escalating to a point where it might affect your money. So it's like, where does the line get drawn when it comes to what you are willing to do in a situation like this with a person that's going to go tit for tat with you, and that's going to be as petty as you? Because I feel like it's going to have to hit its ceiling, but we'll see. But that's all I got for you guys today. If you like what you heard, go ahead and give me a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share, comment, do all that stuff. And I will catch you guys in the next one. So peace out, and check out this other video wherever it is on the screen, and I will hit you guys next time.